What is up? This is a quick video, real fast, about Friday when the crypto summit comes out. I'm gonna start this video off by saying I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing that I say on here is indication for you to buy or sell anything. This is just a documentation of my trading journey. And what I want to say is what you're gonna watch for, specifically what I'm gonna watch for big or just overall from that whole crypto summit thing. I want a couple of things. Okay, I need to know. I already know that what's. I already know what he wants in the reserve, but I want to know how much money is going to be put into this reserve. Okay, because I don't want it to be like 5, 10 billion. I'm thinking like 500 billion and up. Really, 800 billion. Okay, 800 billion and up. This is how much money that I think needs to be talked about being in there in order for you to get a move, right? Something else. 0% capital gains tax would you already talked about this. You already know what I said. What would happen? That is the ultimate one right there. Okay. Um, Another one is the SEC drops the Ripple case there. That would be cool too. I highly doubt that it would happen there. I feel like it would happen before that date, but regardless, um, let me tell you, if nothing happens, if you get none of those, if you don't get a good number for how much money they're gonna put in there, the SEC case doesn't get talked about, or you get nothing about the capital gains and it's a nothing burger, the market's going to drop, okay? Because everybody's got this high expectation set up for March 7th now. So now how this stuff goes is basically like there's an earnings date now. Okay? So that, I know it's not a stock. I'm just saying it's similar to that when you talk about investing. And the reason I say that is when you got earnings coming up, okay, or any event in a stock or something like that, any investment, right? And the earnings doesn't go how it's supposed to go, or the event didn't happen how it was supposed to happen, it wasn't what people were expecting, there's a sell-off. Now you could say, is it going to be a sell-off from people? Doesn't matter. It's probably be a combination of sell-off and then market makers at the same time, because I told you, Ken Griffin, man, listen, the people on Wall Street, some of the market makers, they are there now. If you didn't believe me first, then you just saw that price swing that you just got over this past weeks of the the up and down thing. Yeah, welcome. Welcome. It's playing with people's emotions bad, because if you just go off of the chart, like just charting, right? Before you got the announcement of the crypto summer or whatever, if you're looking at that chart, it does not look good, okay? Because you were right next to the 200-day moving average. I'm talking to those that know about the charts. I'm not going to explain that, but if you're below the 200-day moving average, you get 1 day close below the 200. It's normally a bearish indicator that people go by. You're above the 200 meter and and you close above it, boom, bullish. Okay, now you understand. All right, so yeah, either way, it wasn't looking good, and all of a sudden you had good news, and now you were good. So if you would have just went off of charts, you probably would have sold some, and then you would have got left for a second. Okay, and I'm gonna say watch that. I'm also gonna say, let's say that nothing happens, right? I'm talking to you, and I'm saying like, if you don't get these things that happens, it's probably gonna drop down. Okay, now you're thinking to yourself, okay, so he's gonna sell. Okay, and again, this is documentation of my trading journey, so I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do, and no matter what, I'm telling you this. Unless it's something crazy, no matter what, I'm not selling a majority of anything. Okay, I might sell a little bit. I might not sell anything. I might just buy it, buy it when it's dropping like that. The reason why, when he first came out with his post about oh yeah, the crypto summit, March 7th. When that first, what was it? Yeah, when that first came out, he talked about like what will be in the reserve, right? He talked about, what was it? The first one was the American cryptos, and then an hour after that, he dropped a repost of that one, and then added, "Oh yeah, Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to be in it too. I love Bitcoin and Ethereum." Okay, so that little delay right there, yeah, you might not see that that's a big idea or a big deal. It affected the market, tremendously. It had stuff waver. Watch for that. Okay, so those are your warnings on that. I'm gonna give you an update for, what was it? Oh yeah, with stock positions. So I bought more Wolf, the crypto miner, more options, and I told you I got the Coca-Cola and Ford options, right? So that's what you know on that. Um, Again, if you want to look at them, you can, but the whole time this market is getting clapped from $600 all the way down to 575, which we talked about on the other videos. If you saw them, cool. Then if not, okay. I call this, so I'm not. It's not like a me thing. Oh, me. I'm just saying I did call out what was going to happen, like probably 2 weeks before it even happened. And even this environment that we're in right now, I kind of similarly talked about you getting to this point. Because let me draw up this thing. So what I'm going to talk about now is the effect of that 0% capital gains tax news right now would send crypto altogether. The main reasoning is this. One of the ways that you can tell if there's a lot of money in the market or not, or if banks are terrified of moving money for whatever reason, whatever they're doing, you look at the reverse repo market, okay? Not going to explain how that works or what it is. I'm just going to tell you what it is. You care, you go look it up. So basically, as of late, I believe, I think it started a couple of days ago, like 5 days ago, maybe last week sometime, don't know exactly. But it was recently. Nobody wants to interact with that reverse repo market. And the only thing that signifies right there is that, one, they don't know where to put their money at. Okay, they're trying to hold cash, but they really don't want to hold cash. I don't know what you've been told, but banks, cash is not, well, it's a liability on their asset sheet, okay? Liability on their balance sheet, my bad. There's a liability on their balance sheet to hold cash, any bank. Multiple reasons, but just put it this way, even you personally, like me personally, right now, if I want to hold cash, right, what's going on right now? The tariff war or whatever it is, okay? Only thing I know is you go look at the dollar and you can tell DXY is the symbol for the dollar, okay? To go check it out and see what it's doing. You're as low as you were back in November when I think that he had first talked about the whole crypto thing, okay? Low. So you would think that if you're just holding cash, you know you're losing money. And then inflation's crazy, so yeah, I mean, come on. Losing money, you hold cash. That's why people invest in the first place. And I told you, the people that are rich like this, the people that we're talking about that affects this capital gains thing, it affects me and you also, but like mainly I'm talking about like banks that move tons of money that not one person usually has, okay? They're looking for a place to put money. You saying, hey, 0% capital gains tax is literally like a dinner belt for money to go somewhere. They don't even care where it would go. I mean, they do, but like think about it like this: crypto's already cool. Technology, boom. And by cool, I just mean it's a great place to put money. Like there's a, what do you call that? When you invest into something, it's like you try to get a projection of like what kind of return you could be looking at. Okay, you look in the crypto space, a lot of that stuff that you pick over there, your return numbers are, like I told you, when I'm looking at these charts and people see it too, you're looking at 100% moves, 1x's for almost everything that's there. Okay, a 1x. Okay, double your money. Boom. Anywhere. They see that. It's 100%. That's heavy. Okay, if you got big money, you go give it to a hedge fund and have them run it. I don't know what the exact number is, but the type of percentage returns that those normal people think is good, I think is like 10, 12. Anything that beats inflation is normally, cool. You beat inflation and then a little bit more on top of that, great investment. You know what I mean? Because you think about what type of money they have. If you got like $10 million somewhere or $100 million somewhere, you get a 10% return on that. What is that? 10 mil? It's easy math. I don't know why. Yeah, 10 mil. Yeah, good money for them. Anyway, yeah. So you say 0% capital gains tax. They're looking for a place to put money anyway. Boom. And then on top of it, crypto's good, and you got like a 1x possible. It's definitely going to be more than that. I'm just going to be for real. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP especially. We already know this. Now, I'm not rocking the gear today, but you get the point. You know me. You should know me by now. Okay? Don't hate on my hat either, okay? This is an old Titans hat. When I was a kid, I still kind of like him. But when I was a kid, I remember they beat the Steelers, and being a young kid, you want to be different. So I was a Titans fan. Still am a Titans fan, but they're just such a bad organization that is crazy. Anyway, back on target here. So yeah, you get that 0% capital gains tax in that area, you're going to have a lot of money being flooded into there. And we're not even going to talk about, again, one of the main reasons why I have Ford and Coca-Cola is because, one, yeah, it moves good, yeah, cool. But I think those are going to be one of the first sets of companies that actually goes in and says, okay, we're going to go buy Bitcoin. Okay, we want Bitcoin on our balance sheet. For whatever reason, we're not going to get into that. Just know that that's why I got money over there. Okay. All right, so now you know what you need. Okay, you're looking for 500 to 800 billion. Okay, 500 you could probably slide that. Cool. 800 billion for me. 800 billion up to $1 trillion. Would really like it if you know what I'm saying? Why not, bro? You guys are throwing out trillions for everything nowadays. Throw a trillion over here. What is that? Doge? They're trying to save trillions, right? How much money have they saved so far? We wouldn't even really be spending any money technically if Doge saved it for us. That's what they're gonna say. Okay, so you're watching for the amount of money. You're watching for the SEC dropping Ripple, and you're also watching for 0% capital gains tax. Okay, you don't get any of those. You heard from me. It's gonna be a show. It's a stinky show. Y'all know what I'm meaning by that. It's gonna be one of them shows. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. But we'll see. So you know what I know? Run this together. I will see you when I see you next. Deuces.